Hello, Jedi fam. Welcome to Armonia Seminary. My name is Alethea Thompson. Unfortunately, I had to cancel our hangout today because the AC at home is broke and it's cooler outside. So I'm letting my son play out there in the playground. Instead, because I had to cancel that, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm going to take this opportunity to address a topic that has found its way onto a couple of Jedi Facebook pages I am a part of. 10-year-old Aiden Vasquez from California was physically assaulted by his schoolmates. According to his mother, Miss Lizette Casanova, this is the second time school bullying has put him in the hospital. And when she asked him why he just let it happen, he said the most heart-wrenching thing. He said, "It's not the Jedi way." Some of the comments I have seen from people that believe themselves to follow the Jedi path have been aggravating. Very aggravating. One outright said that the kid was a wimp for not fighting back. Then he had the audacity to get upset when people came to Aiden's defense and told him off. He was like, "Just because I called him a wimp doesn't mean that you get to bully me. Don't bully me." Paraphrase, of course. Cyberbullying takes many forms. To the individual that called Aiden a wimp, I'm sorry, your words contributed to the bullying of a child. Even if your specific comment with your specific name is never viewed by him or his family. Sorry, but I'll be the first one to call you out on the air and say, you just don't get to do that, and then decry everybody that lashes out at you. If you dish it, you should be able to eat it. The responses I am seeing are insane. Some are really good, though. Yes, in the fiction, Aiden would have been more than justified to defend himself against the attacker. Yes, we as much older people recognize there is a difference between justified self-defense and unjustified assault. Though some may have a little bit of difficulty defining what that line actually is. But here's what many of us tend to forget. There's also strength in not defending yourself, in just being idle and letting it happen. Now, I'm not going to say that a 10-year-old completely understands this. He's still learning, which is why you don't get to call him a wimp. Okay, look, listen. Let me call your attention to a very sad yet incredible opportunity that has been opened up because this incident occurred. Not because he got bullied, but because he did not fight back. Not only have the bullies remained unnamed, thank you news, but Aiden's lack of defense has created an opening for people to see the light of real-life heroism shine through. Several nerd-inspired charities, yes, I'm going to call them nerd-inspired charities. I was going to say Star Wars-inspired charities, but there's a few that are just, comic cosplay and anime cosplay and whatnot that have jumped in. They're looking to do something for this little boy to show their support. Mark Hamill has reached out to him and expressed his own support. Personally, I wish I could do more than just yell at the people in my Jedi community, which are decrying his pacifistic approach. I really do. But you know what else happened? The school's inadequacy to deal with these situations has been exposed. I think, at the very least, we can all agree bullying is wrong. And if you can't, I have problems with you, and you better never say that to my face, at least not in seriousness. But the answers to resolving only begin when the problem is exposed. So if this had kept under the radar, someone may have very well lost their life. Aiden went into the hospital twice. Imagine if that had been another kid and the school still didn't really do anything, and instead of just having to go to the hospital, yes, that is terrible. Do not take that away. That is terrible. But if somebody else had actually lost their life instead of just going to the hospital, that would be even more tragic. To Aiden and Miss Casanova, my heart really does go out to you. And if I want to give this advice, that if you ever look into a martial art in the future, It's just a little known fact that early in the Jedi community, Aikido was promoted as the most Jedi martial art in the real world because it promoted a pacifistic approach to self-defense. And I think that would be a very good way of empowering Aiden. To those of you who support him, or at least recognize the complexity of the situation, you stand true to the Jedi path and the Jedi values. To those of you that decried a 10-year-old for his pacifism, you need to go back to the training board. Thank you for listening if you've made it this far, and may you be transformed through your understanding of the Force.